All right, hello, hello. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon from wherever you are today. We are racing in the great, great streets of Brazil. It's been a long day for me already. But here is our Drivers' Championship stats. We got Zeech, Mbjacobsen, and Tilla as your top three. It is a very, very tight race between Zeech and Mbjacobsen, but it wouldn't really surprise me if somebody comes back like Tilla, maybe even Shamrock, even some guys at the bottom that just maybe haven't showed up or just, bad couple races. And the constructors, Ferrari. Ferrari and Kick. Ferrari heavily led by Zeech. But they've been dominant basically all year so far, or all season. So that'll be good. I expect I don't know. If Zeech can keep doing what he's doing, he's gonna help carry him the whole way. The team stats for Tier 2. As you can see, Ferrari and Normbash putting in that work. Sauber with MB and Jim Just Raged. And the Racing Bulls, Tilla and Shamrock. I think the Racing Bulls still very well in it. But I also think some of these guys in the back, the McLaren, the Aston Martins, maybe the Mercs, it's just got to put a couple races together. Hope there's a couple slip-ups. Should be good. Speaking of Brazil, this is our race map. Top speed 216 miles per hour, 15 very hard turns. Personally, not my favorite track. Couple actions from 2018: Verstappen versus Ocon. I probably said that wrong. Wouldn't be surprising. Hamilton versus Verstappen in 2017. But it is a very, very tight track to pass on, in my opinion. You got to be very precise. Expect a lot of, probably a lot of gambling today. A couple incidents. All right, let's move on to racing. As we have Normbash out on his. Actually, we have Drunken Shamrock already on a lap. Turn on the zone. Drunken Shamrock leading through all these long turns here in the middle of the track. This is probably this is one of my worst tracks for sure because I'm not very good at cornering at all. But it looks like he's putting up some pretty decent time. Purple, well, middle sector, obviously. First one out on track. He's going to have a purple sector. DRS open, milking all that battery out, keeping it tight. His first lap is a 108.7. It's a decent first lap. Dead Body Man has retired. Oh, he left the session. Must have connection issues. DRS open again. A lot of battery for clay buckets. Just throwing down a banker maybe. Must have had a couple slip ups. Just putting a lap down. Getting the feel of the track. Next coming in is Normbash. Good amount of battery use. Good speed. Could have kept it a little tighter at the end, but still solid. 109.6. Next coming in is Snoopy. I forgot to switch my wheel from iRacing to F1. Couldn't turn out of pits. Ooh. Oh, that is not. Probably should not put that as my background. Switch to that. Game is too quiet, according to the Sir MRK. Hopefully that is better. The cat said hello. That is Richard. That is from, that's back when I lived with my parents. He is, yeah, I like him. My family also has 2 other cats. A wide-bodied female cat. Her name's Nellie. And they just had a kitten, ironically enough, that showed up from, under my dad's hood from work. Yeah, that was a roller coaster, but they seem to be enjoying it. So your top 4 so far, Drunken Shamrock with the first lap, 108.7. Looks like he's coming in to finish the second one. Nope, he's flying into the pits. Snoopy, 109 even. Clay Buckets, 109.5. Normbash, 109.6. So within a second here in the first 4. It's good to see. Mbjacobsen putting down a lap. First sector's purple. Nice little lead there. Hopefully he didn't use too much battery. Hopefully he can save some up here in the middle sector. Be explosive in the end. Normbash finishing his second lap. Using all the battery. Moves him up from a 109.6 to a 109.2. Jumps Clay Buckets. MB with a purple second sector. This is going to be a heater. See if we can top it off. Using all the battery. DRS wide open. Across the line. 109.2. That third sector must have really hurt him. He must have struggled there towards the end. Perfect audio, thank you. Thank you, MRK. As really, we're just, we're waiting. We got 2 guys out on track. About to be 3 when, a Marmo comes out. Normbash cooling down. Already done 2 back-to-back. I assume he'll be coming in. MB also cooling down. So yeah, we are people on outlaps. A couple people coming into the pits. A lot of people waiting. Personally, I think Brazil is probably, I wouldn't say hated, but I very much did not like, I wasn't very fast on this track, that's why I didn't like it, but it's a driver's track. A lot of guys love it. You're not just going in a circle. A lot of places to make mistakes, a lot of places to gain places. Marmo starting his lap. Looked like a pretty tight, pretty clean first sector. Using no battery on the back straight. Zeech is starting his lap. Purple first sector from a Marmo. It's got a lot of battery to play with. But, I mean, he had a purple first sector. These guys have a lot of battery going into sector 2. Maybe Marmo's just putting a lap down. Oh, he's using the battery. Oh, excuse me, Mbjacobsen. How could I miss that? 108.4. Jumped from, what was it, 4th? 5th? To 1st. Big first lap. Or big. Looks like Zeech is just now putting down a lap. 112 using 10% battery. Curious to see what he'll do today. See if it's his kind of track as he invalidates there. Marmo coming through sector 2. Looking a little better. Saving a little bit. Got a little bit of traffic in front of him. MB gets off track for him. Beautiful. Purple sector 2 for Marmo. On the battery. Lots of battery to use. Not close enough to get a tow, but drop that battery all the way down. So Marmo sets pole 108.492, 10 thousandths faster than Mbjacobsen. It's a good lap by him. Okay, Zeech. Making a very fast pit entry. Wasting no time to put more fuel in and possibly more tires. Snoopy looks like he's putting a lap down. Using battery on the exits. Another purple sector, purple middle sector. Lots of battery to use. DRS open, keeping it tight, getting every second he can, but does not improve. Oh, he does improve on time, but does not improve in position. Gained 2 tenths on that. Another half a tenth would have been better, but he does improve. Normbash coming in with all sorts of battery. And he improves 3 tenths, but again, does not move. Clay Buckets going out for his 3rd lap on his on his soft tires, excuse me. As he invalidates. Normash looks like he's about to start his, could be, last qualifying lap here. If he makes it around fast enough, could get 2. It'd be a push. One thing today is we have a very, very short amount of drivers today, so you're basically guaranteed a point if you can finish. If you can find a way around this track, not get beached. As Zeech, he's back. Found the lap he wanted, and he went out and got it. Still think there's a couple guys out there that can contest. But that is his first official lap, and it's always a good one. Fanatic putting down his first and most likely final lap. A lot of battery. That is a 110. Laps a lap. Could be 8th if Striker does not put down a lap. Is Zeech getting a little close there? Normbash is going to have to be quick here in the pits if he wants to get another lap down, which I don't think he will. Looks like a lot of people are misusing their time. Could have a chance to go out and do maybe a second one. A Striker puts down a 109.7. That does jump Fanatic. Yep, Fanatic says that's enough for me. I'll just sit and watch the chaos happen in front of me. As the MB is just throwing that car, getting every inch of the track, using all the battery he can before he can charge back up here in Sector 2. DRS open, 50%. Expect him to shut it down here and maybe put a little bit more in the start of Sector 2. And we'll see how much he can recharge. As we have caution. Marmo must have went off track. Finishing lap. It's gonna be a good one. Pushing the limits. Does not improve. Use 3/10 down. Marmo finishing his. Snoopy still trying to put down a time. Or trying to improve on his time. See if he can manage that. Shamrock's invalidated. Striker is just hitting the last turn. Don't know if he's got enough battery to do it. Using every inch of that battery, keeping it tight. And he does not improve. Last one to finish a lap. Doesn't look like he's pushing very hard. There he goes, battery up. DRS up. 118, yeah, he was made a couple mistakes, but All right. Starting grid. Zeech. Oh, wow. Who'd have thought? Drunken Shamrock. Omarmo. Mbjacobsen. Snoopy. Normbash. Clay Buckets. Striker. Fnatic. Dead Body Man. And Border X Man. It's a good starting grid. But I feel like once we seen Zeech's lap, we knew it's gonna be hard to touch 107. And it's my favorite time. Who wants to be that guy who just insta starts the race and maybe screws himself over, screws over the rest of the field? But we'll see. Personally, if I'm in the back half, I usually go to hards. I expect a medium hard, hard medium. Just depends who you are. If your guy likes to burn tires, I would definitely start on the hard. Every race, if I could. But if you're a fast guy, manage tires, mediums are yours. Sometimes I'll go, even if I'm starting P3, P4, I'll start on the hards because I know I can last longer, and if I can just keep up, make those tires last a couple extra laps, makes my softs better to end, or my softs. Wow, my mediums makes my mediums a little fresher towards the end when people are, maybe 10, 11 laps in, and I'm 8, 7, 8, 9 laps in. As we have Border X Man going on softs. He had an interesting race strategy last week. A couple extra stops. But I mean, some guys like to gamble. Not me. I try to stay with the pack. As we got a couple guys on hards. Clay Buckets, Fnatic. And we have Zeech starting on the hards. I mean, he's pretty fast. I think he'll make those hards last. As we have 4 lights, as I'm missing it. Off we go. Good start by a couple of guys. See a lot of changes. Zeech maintains the lead. Nothing crazy here. A couple guys in the back, too wide. Keeping it all relatively close. Big winners so far, Border X Man and Dead Body Man. Gaining a couple positions. This Clay Buckets loses 3 positions. Nothing early. Keeping things easy. Just now getting settled in, getting those hard tires warm. Getting the mediums warm. As we have a caution in the back. As Border X-Men may have spun, may have went too wide and found some contact. But so far, surprisingly, only 1 spin. No pileups, no instant takeouts like last week. As Drunken Shamrock looking like he's going to try to sneak to the outside using all the battery. As he does not get it done. As Zeech has dropped 2 positions as I went to look down at my phone to keep chat up. See what he does here. It is very congested. Keeping it very tight here. There's your straight race strategies. Medium, medium, softs. If you're one of those type of guys. Sounds like something Border X-Men wants to do. Except he wants to flip that. Soft, medium, medium, maybe. Depends, you know, safety cars can help or hurt. But yeah, Drunken Shamrock is running away from the field. Using a lot of battery. 4/10 up. Keeping the gap pretty nice. This is Marmo's making a push. Going outside. Too wide. Drunken Shamrock's late on the brakes. Back end's kicking out. Keeps it. So see what he does here. He's getting past on both sides. And Marmo gets it done. Zeech claims second position. Dangerous DRS zone, in my opinion. It's very short. As Shamrock, you can't defend both sides. In the back half of the field, 8-9, as the hards have really taken a toll. Struggling to keep up. Dead Body Man struggling to keep up. As Zeech is looking back to attack his pole position that he maintained to start. As Marmo has plenty of battery to work with, so does Zeech. DRS open, and he's not even going to fight. He's like, I'll just let him lead, let him burn those hards. I'll keep my nice, medium, gushy mediums. No point of fighting early. Just trying to stay together as he makes the move. Does he finish? Finishes the move. And we'll see what he does with this. Just flip-flopping. 1, 2, and 3 so far early. Back half of the field staying together here. 1 through 7 all staying within DRS range. It's good to see. Nice and competitive. Hopefully that backpack can make things happen, since as Fnatic's leading that pack. Dead Body Man must be struggling. Maybe... Oh, he's still got all of his car together. Let's see if Zeech comes back, adding 4/10 back. Not using any battery. He's just going to sit back here and enjoy it. Oh, he does dive the inside. Keeping it tight. Almost got his front wing chopped. Lots of battery to use. Using all of it. Fakes the dive bomb. Stays out of it. Using the battery up into the middle of sector 2. Right on the on the gearbox of Marmo. Getting all the dirty air he can get. Is Drunken Shamrock's just going to sit back here and say, I'm just going to watch you guys. Watch you guys wreck and I'm going to perish. Well, not going to perish, but watching those guys perish. I don't think it'll happen. But they are keeping it clean. This is good stuff to watch. Keeping off the tires. As Zeech does complete it. Keeps you outside. 100% battery. Using all of it. Marmo's going to get DRS though. But Zeech, don't know if that battery is going to be enough. And it is. He's using all the tactics to try to keep DRS away from Marmo, but he does make the pass. This is where it gets interesting. If they stay 2x2, they do not. They go back into single file. Zeech will sit back, wait for his time to shine, and let the old McLaren lead the race. Like I said earlier, 11 racers today. Guaranteed points if you can just live. I do not know if they guarantee points if you DNF. I don't believe so. But here we go. Fall in front again. Marmo and Zeech. Zeech looks like he's just going to sit back, enjoy the DRS pull. Faking the dive bomb again by Zeech. Just trying to get him to look in that rearview mirror. Maybe miss a braking point. Little mind games. Just having all sorts of fun playing mind games. But if so far Zeech has kept those hards pretty solid. As we got a pass, somebody passed back here. I think it was Fnatic and Striker. Must be, because Fnatic has no battery left. But yeah, the back 7, or from 7 back, have fallen apart. People maybe being a little too patient, maybe overcooking the tires, maybe too much straight line speed, and Sector 2's killing them. Could be a lot of things. But the front 6, all staying pretty organized, pretty nice to each other. Everybody just following the DRS of the top 2 that keep switching. As Zeech looking inside, doesn't do anything with it. Beautiful racing line by these guys through Sector 1. My kryptonite, Sector 1, getting too early on the gas. But so far, pretty modest racing. Zeech just sitting back. Everybody's got a lot of battery. Nobody seems to be using it. As we get into the straight and everybody's using it. Got a caution. Somebody spun in the back. Striker. Maybe spin, maybe some contact. But, well, that's happening. Zeech does make a pass again into turn 1. His front pack staying nice and tight. Lots of battery. It's the best part about Brazil. You get all sorts of battery. Marmo looking to attack again inside. Gets it done. And gets him into a clean entry into that corner. Not using the whole track. It's very interesting. Marmo poking towards the outside. Maybe, nope. Possible switch. We got another spin. Ooh, Striker's in the wall. I believe he has no front wing, which could be an issue. Oh, he's still got the full front wing. But he is struggling. Don't know if those tires have died, as Border X-Men has switched to mediums after 9 laps, sorry. Must be overcooking him. Either that or he's trying to overdrive the car. Just gotta be smooth. Just gotta be smooth. Doesn't gotta be 0 to 100. Sometimes it's gotta be 0 to 75-ish. It's all about keeping that pace. Once you start getting into a groove, you get 3 or 4 laps in where you're just kind of 70-80% push. Then you realize you're faster, not because you're being, you're driving fast, but because you're just being smooth. Smooth is fast. And sometimes being slow is gotta be smooth. Being slow is smooth. Being smooth is fast. Zeech attacking on the outside this time. Gets done, takes over. We'll see how long these medium tires will hold. Maybe Zeech is deciding that it's his time. He's going to start taking over. But 1 and 2 have dropped the rest of the field. Drunken Shamrock no longer has DRS. He's getting attacked by Snoopy. But now is the time I expect Amarmo to turn it up. As Border X-Men on 2 lap mediums. Sets fast time of 1:11. But yeah, I expect in the next couple laps some guys will probably undercut. Some guys will probably wait it out, push. We'll see. But Zeech has made that 1 second gap, has broken the DRS. We'll see if he can maintain that before the DRS detection. 1.1, and it looks like he broke it. So now we'll see how far Zeech is going to push these hards. We know he likes to be that guy that pushes a couple extra laps because he can, because he has a 4 or 5 second gap. As Drunken Shamrock has just been passed by Snoopy. As Mbjacobsen's on the back doorstep, looking to maybe make a move here. As Drunken Shamrock goes off tracks, move has been made. So now we have a spread field. A couple packs of 2x2s. As Amarmo has again closed the DRS gap. So we got a pack of 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and 7 and 8. Hopefully Snoopy can drag those guys back into DRS range. But these front 2 have been pulling each other pretty far so far. It looks like Amarmo should get DRS. Does get DRS. So that'll help him drag himself back up. If Amarmo can keep up DRS, he can keep those mediums for a lot longer. No point in pitting early if you got DRS with the leader. He's got DRS again. I don't fully expect him to attack anytime soon, but I mean, just getting those DRS zones, crucial. He's just got to survive Sector 2. That is a bad place. Especially with his tires a little worn down, as the gap's slowly getting bigger and bigger and bigger. But he's just, if he stays perfect through Sector 2, he should be able to stay with Zeech, keep those tires a lot longer. Push him to puncture territory even, if he's a gambler. 1 second gap. The grip fall off is just crazy right now between the hards and the mediums. But that could be just because Zeech is fast. As Mbjacobsen also managed to pass Snoop. As Amarmo is our second person to pit. Third person to pit. Striker came in a little early. Border X-Man is going on an interesting race strategy. We'll see who else follows him in. And it looks like nobody else is. This could be a good move from Amarmo. This could be a bad move. But he'll have clean air in front of him. Some traffic to help him or hurt him. Depends if they respect it or not. As now Zeech is going to see how many seconds he can put up before he has to deal with any more conflict. As Amarmo does complete the pass on Dead Body Man. Easy as pie. Shout out to Happy Like Pie. Miss that guy. He is funny. He is funny. Used to watch him stream a lot. Funniest dude. This Dead Body Man will stay on the back of Amarmo. Hopefully get a tow for a while. Well, yeah, so far, pretty calm racing. Brazil, I feel like, is one of those tracks that Even if you miss a corner, it's basically, you know, you don't got to worry about a safety car. Unless you go, you know, 180, 200 miles per hour into a wall. That might be an issue. Or if you just completely ignore the track limits. This clay bucket's on 14 lap hards. Past Fanatic also on 14 lap hards. So I expect in the next couple laps, Mbjacobsen and that group of 2, 3, and 4 to come in here. Especially if you're on your own and you're losing time, that's when you know it's time to pit. No point in trying to stay out. I don't think a safety car will happen. As I say that, we have a caution. Looks like clay buckets might have went off track. But if you're expecting a safety car with this spread of a field, you probably have a better chance getting to know your future from fortune teller. But I mean, a man can dream. It's a Marmo fighting 2x2 with clay buckets sides. Yeah, it's not worth it. I'll just sit behind, use some battery, get some tow. As here we are. 2, 3, and 4 coming into the pits. Normbash going to stay out. Take the position. We have a Ferrari 1-2 momentarily. Let's see what everybody puts on. Goes right to the hards. A lot of hards coming in. But we'll see. Zeech will obviously, he'll set the tone. He'll probably pit late. We'll see how many guys decide to stay out as long as he does. But again, if you're losing time, there's no point in fighting it. A little bit of traffic on exit. Back in line here. Spread field. As we're a little bunched up here with, what is that, 3 through 9. A lot of traffic. If you're one of the front runners that just pitted, that is not a good sign for you. Unless you catch them at the right time. If you get caught in Sector 2 DRS zone and you're stuck behind them, or Sector 1 DRS zone, excuse me. And you have to go through all the way through Sector 2 behind traffic. It is not a good time. As Normbash decides he wants to come in and pit. One lap later, keeps his hards a little fresher towards the end. But at this point, if Zeech... if Zeech does pit, he's got a 20-second gap to play with, so it'll basically bring him back out right where he was. Usually 20... somewhere between 20 and 25 seconds. I'm not sure on Brazil. But it's a long exit, so I'm assuming a little longer. But we got people climbing the field. Mbjacobsen making a very smooth, very clean pass on clay buckets. Is Snoopy... I think Snoopy and Border X-Man jump dead body man. A lot of bodies. A lot of X-Men's, a lot of bodies, a lot of mans. But yeah, like we talked about, if you're Snoopy on the fresh tires, you are absolutely hating your life right now behind all this traffic. Or you just ride the outside line and make the pass. As wow, I believe Border X-Man just got pushed off track. That'll be interesting. As we have a caution, we got spin, possible contact. Not sure what happened there. Possibly just dead tires. Dead body man using every percent of that tire he can. See what it goes here. Should be another set of mediums. Maybe I'll go for a hard. Probably say I might go for a hard. That way you have an extra set down the road. Whatever he wants to use. As he does. Puts on another set of hards. As the field's starting to spread back out. The only close people are 6. I'm not going to say it. Position 7 and 6. I'm not going to say it the other way. But, yeah. Drunken Shamrock looking to get out of Sector 2 here. Make a pass. Maybe stick his nose where it doesn't belong. We'll find out. But it looks like he's going to sit back and make a timely pass. Ooh, getting tight. I'll see how much Clay Bucket's deciding. Yeah, you know what? You can have it. Not gonna fight you. My tires are old. They hurt. But yeah, Cody, pretty modest field, pretty spread out field. But Zeech was 20 seconds up. Now he's down to 18. Expect him to pit very soon. Curious to see. Losing a lot of time to Marmo, but he's gonna have a huge tire gap. But I mean, the mediums were pitting pretty early, so we'll see. So far, the only people who haven't stopped are Clay Buckets, Fnatic, and Zeech. Biggest man of the day so far. 2 of them. Well, now 1. Border X-Man and Fnatic. Highest position change. But yeah, so far, pretty modest racing. Everybody's just here to gather their points. Their guaranteed points for finishing. But yeah, Zeech running Zeech, Fnatic, and Clay Buckets using all those hard tires. The gap is now down to... It's down to 16, 17. As I keep clicking the wrong button. I'm curious to see what he'll do here. He's going to stay out for another one. Starting to use battery, starting to realize, alright, well, I'm going to have to start pushing a little harder. Because I have starting to lose those tires. But so far... Dragon Shamrock trying to close the gap on Border X-Men. As somebody just went into the pits. Fnatic went into the pits as Drunken Shamrock keeping it tight. Gets it done. See if Border X-Men tries to respond. He ain't got much better to work with. He might just enjoy the tow. Using all those mediums as Clay Buckets also joins Fnatic in the pits. Both running in medium tires now. We'll see. I think if Zeech doesn't pit this lap, I think he'll pit next lap. But he could be just way better in tire management than you can possibly imagine. Got a lot of battery. Does come down the pit lane, crosses the white line. He comes into pit. Marmo shall overtake the lead. But... the lap gap means a lot. It means a lot for those medium tires for Zeech. I think he set himself in a perfect position. 14 laps, which 14 lap mediums is about where they're pushing him right now. But Amarmo is going to have 22? 14 laps. Yeah, 22 lap hards by the end of the race. That'll be really pushing it. So I think trying to get those using as much as you can on those hards on that first stint, or whatever tire you're using on that first stint, is a great idea. Unless you're dropping seconds per lap, which could be a not so good idea. Tightens up the field a little bit. Mbjacobsen within a second of Zeech, which Zeech is not waiting around, not waiting for that grass to grow under his tires to warm him up. Purple sector 2. As my dog is barking in the background. I have 2 dogs. One is a black lab slash... oh man. All I can think of is hunting dog. I can't think of the actual name. And the other one is a Jack Russell and Heeler mix. Very beautiful dogs. Jack has been with us for 2-3 weeks now. He came from an elderly lady who, unfortunately, her health was not being the greatest. So she decided to give a dog to her loving person who also has dogs. So Jack has been the energizer in the household. Teddy used to be that guy as a single dog with, a single dog. But now the first week they all played. And I think Teddy's finally tired. Jack's still a fireball of energy. If I go to bed before my girlfriend does, he likes to jump in bed and cause a lot of chaos and get me yelled at. So, has Clay Bucket's first 3-second time penalty of this track. If it was me, I'd probably have about 9 seconds in penalties by now. Just because I overdrive the car. My ego speaks the best of me. As Zeech sets, wow, fast slap, 110.1 compared to the 111 we had. Yeah, 111. So, yeah, those mediums must be feeling good. But, I don't think anybody's in DRS range of each other. Everybody's kind of doing their own thing. Racing their own race. When I first joined... Where am I from? I am from Michigan. The Michigan shirt. It's probably backwards on camera. But I am from Michigan. Got a little bit of that country accent, a little bit of that Canadian accent. It's not very much, but sometimes you'll catch me saying things, and you'll see it's a little weird sounding. It's either me having a stroke or me, just me having a little slang. But Zeech finally caught up, and finally has made that pass for P1. Hopefully he can drive way fast with those mediums, break the DRS zone early. That way he can have a nice, cool, calm, and collective 11 laps. As Border X-Men comes to pit for, I believe, the second time. Second time? So should be another set of mediums for him, I believe. Another set of mediums. So he's going to have... Whoa. Another set of mediums, another set of lag. But he'll have a nice gap on tire wear if he can manage it. But so far, Omarmo is keeping the gap modest. Zeech, wow, leapt out of that corner. 3/10 just like that. If Zeech keeps it clean, he could break the DRS. If Omarmo keeps it even better, he could stay in it. 1 second. Does not have enough. But he's got a lot of battery. And Zeech is just cruising along. But Omarmo's got a lot of battery. So even though he didn't get DRS, he still got, he gets so much battery charge here in Brazil. Gives him a lot of time to recharge that battery, get the DRS in the end of Sector 1, and just cruise. Save a little bit of tire. Also being, a little conservative, 70-80%. Trying to save those tires. You can see him not really cranking into those corners. Not locking the brakes. But yeah, just like that. He had 40% battery coming into Sector 2, now he's up to 80. And that's the lovely part of Brazil. If you decide you want to use your battery on all your straights, you can have 0% battery coming into Sector 2 and you probably get 30 or 40. Sorry for it. But what was that? Was that Michigan? Michigan, United States. I probably should have said that. One of the states in the great United States. Probably should have clarified that first, because we have people from all across the world that race with us here at MRL. Yep. I know there's a couple guys from the UK that race. I think there's a couple guys from Australia, I believe, as well. But when I raced, when there was 5 tiers, there was guys from all over the world. Don't you drive? I used to. I used to drive. I drove last season, or no, I took a break last season. But I moved into an apartment and decided that it was time to move on from my little racing gig. But I expect down the road. Whoa, 10-second penalty from Striker. All he's got to do is finish. Guaranteed points. But yeah, I used to drive. I was tier 3 when I did drive. But I had to switch of jobs. Got an apartment. We had downstairs neighbor at the time, and it was very loud. What's my favorite track and driver? Favorite track? Oh, easy, Coda. Coda's my favorite track. Favorite driver? Oh, I forget his name. One of the rookies that just came in, I forgot his name. But obviously, I was a Max fan, not because of just him winning, but just the attitude. That just, I don't know. I like that kind of attitude. But I don't know. Some things I like about Max, some things I don't like. Is we have caution in Sector 2. I feel like Max thinks he's entitled. He thinks every time he races beside somebody that he just automatically determines that it's his spot. But I like the grit, if that makes sense. I like the grind, even on his days off. Case Sizzle has DC'd. I do not know who that is. I am not sure. If somebody is in, I cannot invite, unfortunately, as a commentator. I'm not supposed to, anyways. But if somebody can invite K-Sizzle, I'm not sure who that is, to be honest. Maybe, I don't know. I'm not sure. MRK. The GOAT, MRK. The man, the myth, the legend. The statistical genius. Game's not loading, just communicating. If you go into time trial, and then open it up that way, that is the best way to do it. As Fnatic pits for softs. Maybe that is who our NPC is. I clicked the wrong button again. Could be. On as he has a negative interval time. Yeah, I just pit too late. Okay. You got 6 laps. You got time to finish it out. Who knows? There could be a Zeech car. But yeah, I completely understand the struggle. The game is absolutely horrible when it comes to inviting. I should not have to go through 3 loops and a couple turns and wait 6 to 10 business days. Yeah, it's hopefully they fix that in the future. Oh yeah, here we are. 6 laps left. Only fights happening are 9 and 8 and 4 and 3. It's alright, Fnatic. You know what the best part is? You're guaranteed points. That's the best part of today. It might be 2. Or is it 2 or is it 4? Or it can't be 2 because I think P12 gets 1 point. You're 1, 2, 4? Regardless, you're getting points today. So you can thank your whoever is leading your team. Or just your teammate. You can thank your teammate. Your teammate who didn't show up and say, hey, look, I showed up and I got points. As oh, big spin from Striker. Finding his way into that grass. Hopefully he gets back on track. No safety car. The only dangerous part about Brazil, in my opinion, is sometimes you get off track and then you beach the car. That is not a fun time. I think my first or second season we had Brazil. One of the top leaders, one of the top 10, I think top 5. I believe I think he got corner clipped. And he got beached there just before the start of Sector 3 on that last turn. Yeah, and he screamed some things that are not appropriate to scream. But, yeah, he was not happy. Striker coming into pit. Not liking those mediums. Maybe he's going to serve that 10-second. Put on some softs. And possibly try to pass you and make you 2 points there, Fnatic. It's alright. Points are points. Could be 2, could be 4. I'd be happy just showing up and getting points. If attendance were points, I feel like everybody racing every week. But Zeech putting pedal to the metal. He's got 6 laps left, or well, 4 laps left, not 6. Math is not my strong suit, even though I did go into college for engineering. Didn't finish it though. But he's putting pedal to the metal. Marmo's trying to gain back what he can. But Striker so far. Yep, 44 seconds. You got time to catch up. Three-second penalty for 2 guys today. Which is pretty good racing, if you ask me. As Snoop looking to make a move on Mbjacobsen for a possible podium position. He's got 3 laps to do it. Maybe he just chills out, waits for. Maybe he waits for the DRS in the middle of the track, or maybe he waits for DRS at the end track. Other than that, the field is pretty spread out across the board. Tires, lap times, positions on track. Pretty modest field. I always liked a couple safety cars. I like to keep the track a little shaken up. My kind of thing. As Dead Body Man has made a pass on clay buckets, which I assume he was going to get position anyways, do the 3-second penalty. But yeah. Zeech down to 3 seconds in a lead right now, but he's got a boatload of battery. Amarmo's got 50% battery. This could come down to the wire. Got 2 laps left. You got 3-second gap. If he can get it down to 2 seconds, or get it down to 1 second by the start of the final lap, he's got a real good chance of making something happen here. And same with Snoopy. If Snoopy plays this right, keeps it within the gap, uses the DRS when he can, uses all the battery he's got, he got a good chance of taking the lead as well. Other than that, beautiful day in Brazil. We had clean qualifying. Nice sunny race. Nothing crazy happening. Other than a DC, which should be EA's mission statement at this point. Their mission statement should be, even though you're not, how would I word that? We don't give you the chance to win. No chance of winning and no fun. I don't know. Seems like something EA would say. Seems to be the thing they do in 2K too. I don't think. I don't know. As Zeech has built that gap back up to 3.5. Maybe Zeech was just saving. being cautious, or maybe he maybe slipped on a corner, as Border X-Men does make the pass on Normbash with 10-lap-old mediums against 18-lap-old hards. That had used all the battery he could, though. Normbash is sitting back, probably waiting. Got 2 to go here, as Zeech is coming down to make it 1 to go. Final lap here. Make your move, what you're going to do. Everybody's on the lead lap. Now is Snoopy's time to shine. Close that gap up real nice and tight. Dives late on the brakes. Overshoots the corner. Side by side. Turn 1, turn 2. They're going to keep it together the whole time. And he spins it. No. No. And I think he lost an end plate too. All he's got to do is baby that bad boy back. No end plate. Guaranteed at least 4th place, as long as he doesn't somehow manage to lose 20 seconds. Zeech, cool, calm, and collective, leading. As Zeech spins, oh no! Oh no! Amarmo takes the lead! We've talked about this before, about, you know, all it takes is one spin, and that's what it does. The 3-second gap between Amarmo and Zeech. And Amarmo is going to take the win. As long as he doesn't somehow crash or wheel disconnects or controller dies. But yeah. That's the win for Amarmo. Wow. Last lap chaos. Wow. I can't believe that. That is wow. Go back to the back of the field. Border X-Men looking to make a move on Drunken Shamrock. Let's see if he can get it done. He's got no battery left. He's got DRS open. Is he going to have enough? Side by side, and he doesn't. 9 thousandths. Wow. Really great finish here. As Striker, I guess, was lapped. Did not know that. Or, yeah, must have been lapped at some point. Dead Body Man. 80% battery. Use it all. Screw it. Why not? Finishes. Like I said, guaranteed points across the board. As Fnatic's going to close us out here. As he gets a 3-second time penalty. Add on. Why not? Use all your penalties now while you can. As, yeah, that's tier 2. Wild finish. Couple spins there at the end. Crazy stuff. I cannot believe I just watched that. I cannot believe I just watched that. Congratulations to Amarmo. Zeech, another strong finish, even though he spun late. Didn't get the win, but another strong finish from Zeech. As your race winner, Amarmo. Your fastest lap, always Zeech, with a 1:10.1, which is a second plus faster than everybody else. Driver of the day, Border X-Men. Most overtakes, Fnatic. And the cleanest driver, Mr. Mbjacobsen. It's good to see. Here is your finish, your top 11. Your only 11, I should say. Amarmo, Zeech, Mbjacobsen, Snoopy, Drunken Shamrock, Border X-Men, Normbash, Dead Body Man, Clay Buckets, Fnatic, and Striker. Good points today. Unfortunately, Zeech could not retain P1 to extend that gap between him and Mbjacobsen and the constructors, which is just unfortunate. All it takes is one corner. That's the beauty of Brazil. That is the beauty of Brazil. Well, yeah. That is that'll sum up tier 2, as we have some of our goats driving for tier 1. Will also be beautiful. That'll be taken over by, I believe, Kayla. Kayla will be streaming. She'll take over for us. But yeah, that's the end of tier 2. I'll be back next week per usual. Hopefully a little more action. Keep the field a little tighter. But I do not know where we will be next week, because I am uneducated. Reschedule. Next week is Japan. Ooh, yikes! I'm not a fan. Not a fan of Japan or Bahrain. Japan's more of a driver's track. Bahrain, I don't know why. I just suck. I cannot race Bahrain. I'm loose everywhere. So we got Japan, Bahrain, Saudi Arabia, Singapore, and then back-to-back USA, Miami and Austin, Texas. I'll be excited for that May 10th date. Can't wait to watch that race. One of my best tracks, one of my most favorite tracks. But yeah, that's the end of Tier 2. Tier 1's up. Should be up 13 minutes. Something like that. I think it's 13 minutes. But yeah, that is the end of Tier 2. Hope you guys enjoyed. It was a great race. Crazy ending. Couple disconnects. So yeah, see you all next week.